What's up, family? It's Kahir the Conqueror here. 2026, January, as I'm making this video, and I had a moment with myself personally. I also had a moment with family, just celebrating, reflecting, and bringing in the new year. Just wanted to take a moment, take a second and be appreciative and thankful and just think 2026. A lot of things have happened and have transpired up to this point, and we don't know what's going to happen this year. And we have already made it through some crazy stuff. So just don't take that for granted. New Year's resolution, new year, new me, I get it. I actually have a video for that way back on my channel on YouTube. And I think those are great, but that's not the focal point of this video, but it's a similar sentiment. When it comes to the closing of a year, people usually reflect, like we were watching a little countdown video that they put on the news, and it was just going through recapping like stuff that happened in the year. New Year's resolutions are things that you want to work on and build towards in the new year. With those, people struggle, including myself, and don't always follow through. Before we even get there, before you even really get to thinking about what resolutions you want to make, I think everybody could benefit from being a student to life, being a lifelong learner and learning from the day-to-day things that have happened, are happening, and will happen. Learning from the past, present, and future. I think people avoid reflection for a myriad of reasons. I understand. I think people avoid themselves for a myriad of reasons. I understand. But it's important to do that. I'll speak for myself. Reflection has helped me so much, and I think if you're not careful, avoiding reflection, it just can cost you in so many ways. It may not be drastic, but you're missing out when you don't reflect, when you don't ponder yourself and your reactions, decisions, and then others. Reflection has helped me learn where I went wrong, where I might have enabled wrongdoing to me, where I lack, where I'm strong, what my strengths are, a lot of things. And reflection has helped me become this version of myself I'm still trying to build and complete ultimately. Reflection is important even high up in the business realm and amongst corporations and stuff like that. They reflect and they get audits on their financial spending and what's profitable, what's not profitable, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What they need to invest in, what they need to work on, strengths, employees. I've been a manager and an employee both in life, and there are reflections for certain quarters. I think there was a spring one, and then there was another one I forgot, where your performance is evaluated, and also you have to evaluate your performance. So what am I getting at? I just didn't make it up. It's real, and there are probably scientific benefits if businesses and corporations that make a ton of money are implementing from the lowest levels to the top. Why, as individuals, where we are computers and sponges and we soak up so much stuff, we can learn from other people's mistakes, from our own mistakes. Why would you avoid reflecting on yourself and just your life, etc.? Basically, to kind of move along and sum up everything is reflection is important, number one, because you're not always right. Yes, people don't like to admit it. Whatever gender, whatever identity, don't matter. A lot of people don't like to sit with the fact that maybe I was wrong in that situation, whether it's towards yourself or somebody else. So reflection and being accountable can help you learn. Maybe you could have been better. Maybe you have not been your best self. Reflection and evaluation can help you learn. Go back to where, as an employee or a manager, and I'm giving them out and having those conversations or having those conversations with the person that's supervising me. You might think you're killing the game, and then somebody else goes, I think you could do better. Or you're doing great, but what can you work on still? In relationships, that's probably one of the toughest things. People don't want to admit, maybe I was not right. Maybe they're right. If numerous people have said the same thing and none of them have any affiliation towards each other, are they just making it up? So maybe you can learn, okay, you know what? If I keep hearing this same sentiment about me, something that probably is hindering me from having more success in relationships, why not work on it? Again, to summarize, you could be a hindrance to your own success in whatever category that might be by not reflecting, by not being a student to these situations that life presents us, to your own reactions, decisions, or other people's reactions and decisions and how they affect you. And that's one of the most powerful things you can do that doesn't cost money. It doesn't even take a whole lot of time. Like, you can do it before you go to bed, when you wake up, throughout the day. Don't be afraid to actually look in the mirror. And I don't physically mean a mirror, but if that helps, sure. And assess whatever you need to, whatever you feel called. Don't ignore those feelings and those thoughts that we just push away and shove away, shoo away, because those could be keys to your success that you're missing or you're purposefully avoiding. And avoiding accountability can hurt you or other people. Always fueling the ego can hurt you or other people. So if you care about those things, because if you don't, then obviously none of this matters to you. But like, if you actually care, try not to let those traits that are human traits get in the way of things. Be a student to life, learn from life, and then use that wisdom to help other people. That's one thing that we should appreciate. Elders are just people that have gone and done stuff, failed and succeeded, and then shared what worked. Like, that has helped me. Sharing stuff with me that I can take, and then now I have their reflections plus my own. So you now have a well-rounded perspective going through life with. It's a cheat code. So basically, I hope all of that made sense. And I'm just telling you that I think, number one, if all these billion-dollar companies and corporations and stuff are doing it and it works, and there's a business for it, and I know people, plus I do it and it works, then it works. And it's great to have the New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. But like, the one thing you can do that you don't have to pretend like you're going to do it in 2 weeks, you fall off, like, just learn and evaluate yourself. Reflect, and then when you know better, do better.